All right, everyone, put their key in the slot. We're going to turn right on 3, 2, from Los Angeles, California, with the Mad Scientist Party Hour. 1.
Oh, hello there, friends! Welcome back to another episode of Mad Scientist Party Hour. My name's Kevin Kraft, joined once again by a man wearing no pants or underwear and is currently jacking his boner off with a cheese and ham sandwich. That's Jeff Clark.
What am I doing with my left hand? You have no idea, do you?
And beaming to us from the lost city of Poolantis, the diarrhea-breathing, bearded, booger-eating turd fish known as Shuddyboy.
Yo.
And we are once again joined by our friend, the great Alex Wilson.
So nice to be here, guys.
It's great having you back, buddy.
I love being here. Y'all are the best.
We got to do a Dungeons and Dragons again eventually.
We are. I already started writing another campaign. I got some fun ideas to make you guys do some dumb skits.
So can we tease MSPH Dungeons and Dragons for early 2022?
I think that's probably acceptable. I want to, if my school schedule allows, to get it done by Christmas, but we'll see. But 2022 sounds like a safe bet.
Is this samurai school or what school are you in again?
Samurai school. No, accounting, Jeff.
Oh, wow. All right, well, you gave up on all that MMA stuff?
Oh, no, I still do that.
Alex, are you at least minoring in being a samurai?
Yes, I have my minor in Bushido.
Double major in accounting and samurai.
Yeah,
Yep.
my grades are through the roof in my Harakiri class.
Yeah, I have to go from my financial accounting class to my armor making class.
Kevin would have graduated college in 3 years if they had samurai school.
Oh my god. Yeah, if Kutztown University had degrees in like throwing stars and ninjutsu, oh my god.
Have you ever fucked around with throwing stars?
I've done throwing knives, like on a camping trip.
My father brought back like ninja stars from like a Mexican trip that he went on, and they were fucking sick. I mean,
Like super sharp.
I couldn't really use them anywhere except for like the woods. I threw them against my wall just to see like how effective they were, and they were super effective.
Were you like, "Hey Dad, can I bring this to school and smite my bullies?"
No, he did a good job explaining that they cannot leave the house under no circumstances, which is pretty much like, sweet, well, what's the fucking point of having them? It's like the same shit with like, I feel like I might offend you with this, Alex, so I'm going to try to be delicate with this. It's like the same shit of like having like swords or samurai, like just weaponry. It's like, you're not going to do anything with that.
You don't offend me because I don't have swords and weaponry, I guess.
You strike me as a swords guy. Let me just be honest about that.
I have like a Kill Bill sword I bought when I was like a teenager for like $20, but that's like it, I think.
That sounds like a toy.
It is a toy. It's like a $20 like foam like handle, and the sword is like cheap stainless steel.
Who's the name of the Japanese dude who makes those world famous swords in that movie? I don't think
like,
you can afford one of those.
Hanzo.
Yeah.
Hanzo. You can't afford one of those for $20.
Yeah, no, you can't. It was just some like craftsman on Etsy who made it.
Well, what about this, Alex? Could you kill a fool with that sword if it came down to it?
You could like stab someone through the chest with it for sure.
Oh, all right. Well, that's
that's all
legit,
you
then.
need.
It's not like a Nerf sword. You got a target that when you poke somebody in the chest, it's just gonna accordion.
No, it's not
in.
like that. Like I probably couldn't you couldn't like cut someone's head off with it. You'd probably like getting into like 20, 30 hacks with it at that point.
Oh my god.
But
can you board a flight with it?
It would not be
definitely couldn't board a flight with it.
All right, well, that's a weapon.
But then
I
again, it
appreciate
depends what the TSA. I've boarded like a bunch of flights not knowing I had a screwdriver in my bag, and TSA never caught that.
Jesus Christ. They got me one time because I bought my stepdad a bottle of wine, and it was packaged in a cardboard box, so I just wrapped it with wrapping paper. And when it went through the scanner, they included a corkscrew in the box. So they had to unwrap the Christmas present, open the box, and take the corkscrew out. And then I had to rewrap it when I got to Jersey.
That's pretty funny.
Was it like a nice corkscrew that was part of the gift, or just your standard?
It's your standard one that they sell in like a little bucket next to the checkout counter at Bevmo. It's like a plastic rod, and you just unscrew it and put the little corkscrew thingy in. You ever seen those? Those really cheap crisscross ones?
Yeah.
I'm not describing it very well.
They're like $1, $2 at the checkout counter next to all the like little shooters.
I'll tell you what, I have always wanted to get like a samurai sword. I probably would be like Star Wars kid, the kid who was like using that golf ball retriever pretending he was Darth Maul at the dawn of the internet.
Can we just talk about Shuddy here for a second? Shuddy, are you sucking on that vaporizer bag like a fucking binky?
Yeah, he's like breastfeeding.
No, it's just sitting. I'm just. This was some work doing this 3-foot bag.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, Shuddyboy, for those not watching on YouTube, has been sitting there holding the volcano bag like 2 centimeters from his mouth like he's George Burns the entire show so far.
Just like chiefing.
So take my wife, please.
Shuddy's partying tonight. He's going hard.
Yeah, Shuddy did a pre-show globule. By the way, somebody was like trying to make it out like we don't know weed because Shuddyboy's eating that slime. I think he was
smoke weed every day, so
he was trying to
what
like.
else do I need to know?
He was trying to like pwn us as weed noobs because apparently you can also cook with that stuff. So, thanks for making us all look like a bunch of narcs, Shuddyboy, because you're eating slime.
Jesus, Shuddy, you just fucking ruined.
That's how I was told to do it, and it works. So,
yeah, it sounds like Shuddyboy is getting stoned. So maybe he does know how to do weed.
And maybe you should lighten up, Canadian. I feel like a Canadian would get angry about the Rick Simpson oil. I swear that's those guys up there. They fuck at that.
That had to be a YouTube comment, eh?
Probably. I will tell you what, though. So over the weekend, and this is the gnarly part is not at all. I am not trying to flex on this part, but I did ecstasy and mushrooms. I like hippie flipped, and then last night I did edibles and slept for 12 hours. Like I woke up completely fine the day after doing like some actual real partying. Woke up bright as a daisy. Kind of allegedly like a couple people might have done one time in Las Vegas where they partied really hard, woke up in the morning and all somehow felt magically refreshed and repeated a second night of partying in the same manner.
Super allegedly.
Yeah. I don't know who would do that, but...
Did Rant allegedly hang out with you during this party thing?
No.
You partied... Okay, we don't have to talk about it.
This was a solo mission.
You took ecstasy by yourself.
Yeah. So here's the thing.
Were you like actually partying, or were you just like sitting on the couch behind you?
Oh, I made a pillow fort behind me.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
So I took a bunch of sheets, my comforter, every pillow and blanket in the house, and made a big pile. And I turned all the lights off. I plugged in my Halloween lights, and I turned on my outer space projector that puts like a galaxy on the ceiling.
Danced around like Buffalo Bill.
I know, there was no dancing. I just laid there. But it wasn't even all that intense. Like, because I only took like a tiny bit of ecstasy. I took like a quarter of a pill and then ate like a couple caps and stems. And the whole point of it was, I've talked about how hallucinogens make me very anxious and sometimes I just straight up have bad trips. And I was like, well, I always have a good time on ecstasy. So if I kickstart my mood with some... like a quarter of a pill, and then I'm super happy when the mushrooms kick in, I won't get like bad thoughts and get anxious. And it kind of worked.
I think that's some of the strongest logic you've ever used.
Yeah. See? I can be smart sometimes.
It seems though like the craft luck has changed because while normally you would go into that situation with a well thought out logical plan, it would have gone completely
Yeah, the neighbors would have ended up calling the cops on him.
Yeah, like you would have been running around Poop Slime Alley naked trying to eat people.
Or their poop.
If Craft Luck had reared its ugly head.
No, I just put like Brooklyn Nine-Nine on and watched that for a while, and then put on Wreck-It Ralph. And it was pretty mellow. I didn't have like crazy visuals. Like some of the drawings and posters in my room got a little depth to them and got a little bit of slight movement going. But
I want to do shrooms. I've never done them.
That sounds
You're
like
the
a
guy who
problem.
can
You
get
could...
mushrooms and acid. I'm thinking about doing some acid. I've only done that on Christmas Eve at one time with our Puminati Melvin. You should have tried to do art. Your art's been on point. This shit you've been posting on Instagram. I messaged you on one of those things.
Oh, thanks, dude. I
Did
mean,
you,
I kind of did want to, but I was also, I was at the point where I just wanted to sit there in the dark and relax. I wasn't feeling very active.
Is this too much of a gamble? But do you think maybe this is too much of a gamble? But maybe we should try to get mushrooms for next time Shuddy comes out to California. We do a mushroom trip. Incorporate some sort of outdoorsy, or not even outdoorsy necessarily, just some sort of other element into
Do
that.
we record it in its entirety?
I don't think
Live
that would be very
stream it.
fun.
As someone who doesn't really have a job, absolutely, let's do that.
That will make a specific like $50 Patreon tier just to hear the mushroom episode.
Yeah.
I have a feeling it wouldn't be entertaining.
I don't know.
I meant more
I have
like
a lot of confidence. I
set
think I
up
can-
set up the camera if we're hanging out in your living room and just record, and then we can go through and pick out funny bits.
I mean, that's
Maybe
an
I'm
idea.
overthinking it.
No, that's an idea. That's an idea. That way it's not, we don't have to sit there and be in like show mode. Because that's not like the...
No, I'm talking more about just the random bullshit that the three of us tripping on shrooms do. Like if one of us freaks out and how the other two respond.
Yeah, but then we're gonna have to rewatch the 8-hour mushroom chip video, like we're fucking investigating the Elisa Lam murder or suicide. You know, we're just gonna sit there and like watch it for 9 hours.
I
almost
can
in, like,
keep a
1.5
notebook
speed.
and make time markings. Be like, oh, okay, at 2 hours and 15 minutes, Jeff shit his pants. Okay, got to pull that.
How? But would you be in a state where you would remember to do that? I think
Yeah.
I think you just put a fifth. Yeah, I think we do this.
I mean,
We're partying today, so I'm feeling.
you're saying
Yeah,
yes to
Shuddy's
everything.
willing to commit.
Yeah.
All right, let's make a blood oath right now, so Shuddy can't back out when time comes.
Yeah, and then at the end of the trip, you get a bong and you pee in it and then take a poop in it and then do a bong rip.
Nope. There were definite stipulations that had to be met for that to even be discussed.
Dude,
We shouldn't have
Patreon-
let you do that once, because now Kevin's addicted to you doing bong rips with your own fluids.
We got people signing up for Patreon saying, I'm here
There
to
was
help.
one.
I'm here to help beef the numbers.
One. I just saw that message.
Remember,
It's an important
So-
one.
So while
patreon.com.
Mark, we appreciate your subscription. I am mildly angry at you.
Mark, bring some friends to the table for
Yeah,
God's
yeah.
sake.
Yes.
Patreon.com/Mad Scientist Party Hour if you want Shuddyboy to pee in a bong, poop in it, and do a bong hit.
Will it help if I quit Patreon and then resubscribe?
No, because we had to triple our Patreon subscription total. For
It would help
even
if you
be
get your parents on
discussed.
board, actually.
Yeah, okay.
You can do that.
I'll get my parents into the Puminati.
I mean, think about this. Really, really think about this. Can you picture a funnier thing than a man pissing in a bong, dropping his pants, turning around, taking a shit into it, and then taking a big hit out of it?
So
I mean,
he has to
I would definitely lose.
put
a
hole to
job.
hole with the bong.
I would definitely lose my job over this particular bit of stupidity.
What, Blippi's still
Put behind a
going? You'd
paywall.
be fine.
yeah, Blippi entertains children, and he diarrheaed on his friend's face.
Yeah. You'd be fine, Shuddy.
And
If
show
the
business is
He-Man
a
obsession
tough world.
didn't get you, this won't.
Well,
Yeah, they know
I
you
don't
eat
know
your
if that's
boogers, right?
apples to apples, but okay.
Thanks, Jeff. Thank you.
I want logic to reign here, but I hear you.
I don't know, man. I'm trying really hard, and I cannot think of a funnier image.
Why don't you?
It's not that he thought about it. It's not that funny.
Yeah. Why don't you pee in a bong, poop in it, and take a hit if you think it's so funny?
You know, that's like trying to tickle yourself. It just doesn't work.
He's also he's got his relationship is less set in stone than yours, so he can't.
I
be
don't know
like
how that mine is.
Well,
Pee
you
in a
guys
bong,
at least
shit
live
in it,
together.
and take a hit out of it.
You could survive that. Come on.
Yeah,
Strong.
she's already tolerating the He-Man stuff to make the Alex argument.
She'd have to hire a moving crew. It's a lot of work, Shuddy. Is she really going to go through all that?
For that, quite
her
possibly.
name's on the mortgage.
That's true. And you can promise her from then on out, it's only the toilet bowl.
Can you bring her on and we can get her blessing?
She is not home right now, and no, I will not. Because the worst possible
Shuddy off the
outcome is that
podcast
she
entirely.
says okay, and then I no longer have that argument to fall back on. So that's never happening.
That's true. She'll be like, "I'll love him regardless," and it just gets weirder and weirder from here.
She's like, "Yeah, I'll poop in the bong too."
The one stipulation you got to use her shit. Man, what a turn of events. Sharon wouldn't do that though.
No, she's an angel. We're just monsters.
Just riffing.
Oh, look, now Shuddy's drinking poop.
It's no. It's juice. It's a healthy juice.
Oh.
Pineapple, apple, chard, celery, kale, ginger, spirulina, and wheatgrass.
Wow, is that what you've traded Mountain Dew in for?
I drink one of these a day. I get them from work.
I cut it with a little bit of Mountain Dew.
Because I don't eat enough fruits or vegetables.
So how much of your daily vitamin intake does that account for? Like, can you just bang out all your necessary nutrients there? Because I was thinking about doing some sort of juicing. I always think about this juicing or like vegetable smoothies because I fucking hate eating vegetables. So the only chance I could possibly do it might be just to like drink them early in the morning.
I tell you what, not to like shill Jason Ellis show sponsors, but we did get sponsored by this company called Athletic Greens, and they just send you this big tub of green powder. And I think you just do like one scoop and mix it with water, and you get like an insane blast of, stuff all the stuff you get from veggies and fruits and all that. And we actually asked our homie Catherwood about it because he's, huge into nutrition and bodybuilding and all that stuff. And he was like, yeah, a lot of those products are kind of bullshit, but, that one's actually legit. So it's one of those things where it knows what your body absorbs. So, like they say when you take a lot of multivitamins, you just piss most of it out and your body doesn't even really absorb it.
Right.
Yeah.
Apparently this stuff is designed to just get soaked in by your body.
Huh.
Okay, that was my first concern. Is don't you just piss that stuff out? But fair enough. Catherwood is
apparently not.
He's ripped, right?
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah. He's got like no body fat. He's probably a good guy to listen to on that stuff.
He works out with Schwarzenegger and stuff. I mean, not specifically, but he goes to the same gym as Schwarzenegger, and he said he's there all the time, just like walking around with his hands behind his back, just surveying people. Like, you're doing a good job. Come on, put it up. Get that one up there. Push it. Yeah.
But there's got to be no better celebrity to see in a weight room. I guess only The Rock would be in the conversation, but probably not even.
No, I think it would be way cooler if Schwarzenegger came up and did that. Although I'd start laughing and I'd drop the bar on my neck.
Although Rocky can be on his Instagram in front of like, I don't even know. Was he got like 300 million followers or something stupid? He has like the most Instagram followers.
Does he? I mean, I follow him. I feel like that's a deserved follow.
He's got like we talked about this number of times. He's got like the highest approval rating in mankind.
269 million followers. Jesus
Who is that?
Christ. The Rock.
The Rock. And 6,000 posts. That's a great follower ROI, let me tell you. He probably deleted some, but still. Yeah, I don't think
Man.
it gets any bigger, right? Like, what are they even? Like, I guess I can look up Bieber, but I feel like
Yeah, like how
that's
many
old
people
news.
are there even on Instagram?
I don't know, man. That's a good question. You would have to say at least 1 billion, right? There's no way he can get like that
So,
much
like,
more than a quarter of every.
25% of all users are like, yeah, I fuck with The Rock.
Well, yeah. Let's do a sample poll. I follow The Rock. Kevin follows The Rock. Shuddy, do you follow The Rock?
I do not.
I
Alex?
also don't follow The Rock.
Still, two.
That's
But I have
50%.
seen posts from
Oh.
The Rock. If
And
that-
it's not. I don't really follow any celebrities actually.
I don't
now that
either.
we're
I mostly
talking about
follow like artists or tattoo artists or something.
No Instagram host.
No, I don't really think so.
How about
Maybe
Autumn
one or
from
two.
MasterChef?
I don't follow her. Maybe I should. Does she post a lot of Instagram ho stuff?
Yes,
She
maybe the
she goes
Instagram
for it.
hoiest.
I'll have
She's
to take a look.
she's really one of the better follows. I'm not huge into like video game. Well, obviously I'm not big into video games or like nerd stuff, but she's posting about video games, Pokemon, food, her tits. Like it's a pretty
are-
solid.
Those are probably all things I'd like to get behind under or involved with in some way.
Well said. I couldn't put it any better myself, actually.
Hey, speaking of MasterChef, if you want to sign up to not only contribute towards the goal of getting Shuddyboy to do the piss shit thing, you also get access to Crafter Jeff Shuddy Edition, which this week will be recording the season finale. It is
Yeah,
the
dude.
final episode of MasterChef, and we're gonna send this off with a bang.
Yeah, I can't wait. It's a 2-hour finale. The final 3 are Autumn. If you're paying attention, I hope you are at home. The final 3 are Autumn.
Well, spoiler alert, we should say, in case anybody wants to get in on the ground floor. But at this point, yeah, come on. what are you
spoiler
doing?
alert. It's Autumn's in the finale, Sue's in the finale, and Kelsey's in the finale. Kelsey was Kevin's pick in the beginning of the season. Sue was also in his top 3. Shuddy has Kelsey in his top 3, and all my top 3 are out. So I have really nothing to play for, but I just love MasterChef. Speaking of which, I have something that kind of ties into that. I sent you guys, Kevin, I sent you photos the other night, and I sent all of you photos of Little Mama. I went to Vegas this past week, and I asked my neighbor to dog sit. So I gave her like a key to my apartment. And I said, hey, you can take Little Mama if you want over to your apartment, or if you could just walk her and feed her twice a day, that'd be cool. Whatever you want, but just help me out with that. And she was cool. All my neighbors are cool though, actually. I like them, except for the person below me. She's kind of a bitch, but anyways, I'm in Vegas, and she sent me these photos of Little Mama, these professional photos. They're fucking sick. And she's like, yeah, my husband is a professional photographer, so he took some photos of your dog. I was like, hell yeah, I appreciate that. So next day I went to go pick up Little Mama at her place. And when I landed from Vegas, went to pick up Little Mama and grabbed her and just said thank you to her and her husband and made small talk, and was asking the husband and her, like, what are you guys up to this weekend? He's like, I gotta fucking work. I'm not gonna be able to do much. I'm pretty busy this weekend. I was like, oh, you got a photo shoot this weekend? He's like, yeah. It's like, oh, nice. What are you shooting? He's like, well, I'm going up to Santa Monica to do a shoot for Fox and Gordon Ramsay. I'm going up to Gordon Ramsay's house. I was
What?
like, oh, shut the fuck up.
Oh, can I come?
Either you're a dude or Halpert's scared straight. Shut up.
Is Autumn going to be there?
But yeah, I was so excited. Then I told him about Crafter Jeff. I was like, oh, you got to listen to my MasterChef recap show. And if you can, slide in front of old Gordon's eyes. I'd love to get him on. I was just asking, I was like, is Gordon a nice guy? What's he like in person? It's like, yeah, he's a nice guy. It's funny. He's exactly how you'd expect him to be based on the shows. And like, he really likes working with me and my team because we're fast, efficient, and structured. It's like perfect. Perfect. All
Yeah,
right.
that sounds like his brand.
Yeah. So I thought that was interesting. Little 6 degrees of Crafter Jeff separation right there.
Look at
We're
that.
a little bit closer to getting Gordon on this podcast.
Man, we should also pitch and be like, dude, if you made an appearance on Crafter Jeff, you could potentially help these guys' Patreon numbers shoot to a point where one of the co-hosts has to piss and shit in a bong and then do a bong hit out of it. Be like, oh my god, that sounds better than my risotto.
So fucking fixated on this.
That's such a gamble because it could either really turn him off, but maybe that's just what Gordon needs to hear.
Maybe he'll be like, "Oh, like that's an event I'd host."
He's gonna get in his football pose. He's like, right, okay, that is something that I just have to fucking see.
Let's make one thing clear. I want to see your friend piss and shit in a bong.
Might I add, can I add some of my own piss to it? I think that would be fucking hysterical.
Yeah, he pulls the pseudo Sharon move where it's got to be his shit or else he's not doing it.
And I'm going to load up on beef Wellington. It's going to smell very bad.
This is probably the least favorite bit.
Wait, doesn't he do a really good beef Wellington
Yeah.
dish? Nice.
I'm going to shit beef and pate in that bong.
I'm really gonna miss MasterChef when it's gone. Let me tell you.
Well, the good news is it got renewed for another season, season 12. So Crafter Jeff Shuddy Edition, season 2, also got renewed.
That's absolutely.
Did it? I heard we were in contract disputes.
You're the only one that's fucking holding out. All right.
Listen, Shuddy.
Man.
I'm sure at one point when our Patreon numbers triple, we'll throw something else out there like I'll come in my own face or something if we triple that number.
It would never. You'd never get put on the chopping block as easily as Jeff and I do with your dumb ideas.
It's because he's better at thinking of these dumb ideas than we are.
That is true.
Yep.
So
this is a problem.
Always at risk.
This is a problem only you can fix, Shuddyboy.
Yeah, just step up your creativity, really. That's all you need to do.
Hey, I got some responses. We put a call out, and I hate the way the name turned out, but people have been sending in emails for the Spooky Season Movie Club. So we asked people to send us emails recommending some of their favorite deep cut horror movies that we could potentially check out and do like a little group watching and reviewing of. And Robert recommended Borgman. If you haven't seen Borgman, it's recommended. Best I could compare it to would be a more twisted version of Parasite. It's on Hulu at the moment. I mean,
is there any way we can bring in Dom for these? Because I feel like Dom's an expert at
I did get a
French
text.
movies.
Just wait. Dom is...
He pushed his way through?
Yeah. Chris says, I'd like to recommend Bubba Hotep for your Spooky Season Movie Club. It's a movie about two residents of a nursing home, Elvis Presley, played by Bruce Campbell, and JFK, defending their home against a mummy that dresses like a cowboy. I hope it's a new one for at least one of you. I have definitely heard of that movie and seen the poster a bunch of times. I've just never gotten around to checking it out.
I've also heard of it, but never seen it.
It's definitely new for me.
Alex, have you ever seen it?
I've never heard of that movie.
You've never heard of Bubba Hotep?
No, I've never heard of Bubba Hotep.
Weird, huh?
I never even knew that was a horror movie. I thought it was just like a weird cult classic movie. Oh, wow. Jake sent a bunch. Hobgoblins, the Mystery Science Theater 3000 version. House from 1985. Stay Alive. Hotel Transylvania 6-5000. Saturday the 14th. And Virus from 1999. That is a lot of recommendations, but thank you. I don't think I've seen any of those.
Spooky season.
Let's see. Here is one from Otis. He says, a movie I got a long time ago on DVD at my job at Circuit City. Horror comedy with Daniel Stern and Kevin Pollak. Wait. I still busted out to get a giggle around this time of year. What the hell is the title of it?
Horror-omedy? Is that what you called it?
I thought that was the genre, but is that? All right, hold on. Daniel Stern, Kevin Pollack. Oh, the movie is called Otis. I thought he just signed it Otis.
Wait, Kevin Pollak's in the movie, though? I haven't seen him in a while.
Otis, what is this? Yeah, actors Daniel Stern, Kevin Pollak. It looks like it's very hard to find. Oh, no, it's on Prime. You can rent it for $4. That's weird. I've never heard of that, and I do enjoy Daniel Stern, one half of the Wet Bandits.
Yep.
Let's see.
Narrator of the old Wonder Years.
Man, it's very hard to even look up on IMDb. Can't be this one from 2008, is it? Let's see.
So
here.
is
It
the
is.
subject of all these emails spooky season? What is it? Spooky season?
Unfortunately.
You lost that one, huh? You
Yep.
lost that exchange, buddy.
I sure did.
All that creativity and wit didn't help you in that one, did it?
Nope. Can't get you out of every bind. Okay, let's see. What else? Man, here's
Wait,
more. What's
Can
up?
we ask the guest how he feels about spooky season?
Oh, the term?
The term. What would you call it? Does it like make you cringe? Like it kind of gives Kevin a visceral reaction.
I think
Do you feel that?
I think I'm a little bit like Kevin. I don't think I'm as far as Kevin, but it's definitely like I associate it with Starbucks and girls in UGG boots.
Gotcha. But
Yeah.
it does. You could argue that it brings hot chicks into your
Yeah, I
into your
mean,
little world.
yeah, they it's a good season for attractive girls dressing in cool outfits.
But let's be honest, it's not like you hook up with those hot chicks because of spooky season. It's the same thing as like if you go online and see all these like sports betting content producers, it's all a bunch of hot chicks, and it's like, oh, okay, I guess sports betting is a fucking icebreaker with hot chicks now because it effectively ended my last 2 relationships. So I don't that doesn't really, that's nothing that I've experienced.
Sports betting doesn't. Wow, that's so weird, Jeff. I thought most women love competitive gamblers.
Yeah, apparently, if you just go on Twitter.
Yeah, that's what you need to just find your next girlfriend on Twitter.
I'm trying. I don't know. I DM all these bitches and they just keep fucking
Yeah,
either
just be
blocking
like,
me or not responding.
just DM them how much money you've made gambling.
Hey, you should smile more. By the way, you want to go get some coffee?
Whatever.
Somebody sent in 3 more. Dark Skies. The original Let the Right One In. And a movie called They, which I just tried to look up on Letterboxd, and there's a ton of movies called They, so I don't know which one this person's recommending.
It's a horror movie about pronouns. Jesus.
But I have seen Let the Right One In, the original one. That was pretty cool.
Not Do the Right Thing.
No, it's a Swedish vampire movie, but it's pretty good. Rent is a huge fan of it. She's the one that turned me on to it.
Does Sweden have their own language?
Swedish.
Okay, what about China?
France?
Whatever. Fuck you guys. All right, whatever. I guess the point is I know so little about Sweden it doesn't even matter to me. Okay.
Yeah,
that's
whatever.
true.
I'm not a Sweden scientist.
Do we have any I'm not a Swedish expert. Do we have any Swedish Puminati? I mean, I know we have a Norwegian. And
I think we do.
I think they do have their own language.
You might be onto something, Jeff.
I think. Damn it. All those Scandinavians have their own fucking dialect. That's crazy, huh?
Yeah, it's almost like they're different countries or
Yeah.
some shit.
Imagine that.
I really just kind of file them under the same group. But yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe there are differences.
Okay, and I got Dom's suggestion now. So Dom, our friend and yours, of one of many things, What the Fuck Did I Just Watch? With Shuddy and Dom, a Patreon exclusive show. He recommended Shock 'Em Dead from 1991. It's a horror comedy about a metal guitarist who dies and is resurrected with demonic powers after his unreleased record is played backwards. Angel makes a deal with a voodoo woman, and then he put in parentheses, cursed like Kevin Kraft, you might say. and has to sell his soul to get fame and fortune. It stars Tracy Lords in her best performance since the Jim Wynorski film Not of This Earth from 1988, and not any other movie.
Can you just stick to the facts? We don't need to hear your editorialization.
And he said you can watch it for free on YouTube or rent it on FlixFling.
Oh, yeah, of course, FlixFling. Sure, who
yeah,
doesn't
that
have
one.
that?
I mean, this does have everything Dom wants in a movie. It's like a cheesy dollar bin horror movie because he attached the cover of it. And his love for late 80s, early 90s erotic thrillers. All right, a lot to chew on there.
I will not be watching that.
I'm down
If
for whatever
it's-
the team decides.
Too erotic for you?
No, because it's what he's going to make me watch for what the fuck did I just watch for the month of October. It's that kind of stuff. So I'm not doing it willingly.
All right.
All right. I can twist your arm.
Kevin, do you watch The Blob every year? That's like my favorite Halloween horror movie.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
love that one. I like Santa Slays. I love that, watching that one either at Christmas or Halloween.
Is that
We
the one
did
with
that one
Goldberg?
on what the fuck did I just watch?
Oh,
Santa
that's-
Slays sounds like it also could be like a Christmas time porn.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, it's the truth.
Ooh.
100%, Jeff.
It's going to be a white Christmas. Ho, ho, ho.
Nice. Well done. Thank you to help me. Thank you for helping me with that joke. Man.
Oh, no. Oh, shit.
Is the
What?
static back?
Yes, 1 second.
Uh-oh. I'll be right back.
Alex and I will just stay down here and hold down the fort.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if the show's still going or not, but we'll keep up the conversation. So, Shuddy, how are the drugs going?
They're going very well. I'm very high. I have the munchies, something fierce right now.
What's your go-to snack?
It depends on the time of day.
Fuck. Well, I got the static to stop on my end, but the problem static is the one that we never hear until the recording is stopped. So,
So what do we think the problem is?
I don't know. It could either be the recorder itself or the cable that connects the PreSonus to the recorder. So I can try
But not
hunting
the
down.
PreSonus.
I don't think so, because this is a problem that's happened with the previous PreSonus as well. So I don't think that's the issue. And being that it's not making its way to our headphones when it happens, leads me to believe it's something in the recorder.
And
But-
why are we not successful enough now to have a different setup?
Well, I mean, this hasn't been much of an issue until recently.
Okay, I mean, that question was not supposed to sound as condescending and douchey. Just we can get a different setup now that we are making an income with this. Is that not?
I mean, we could. The only thing is it's such a weird, elaborate setup to be feeding all of the audio back and forth. This is all very boring, but
Oh, I didn't realize we were still recording. Never mind.
Yeah.
We'll ask this. We'll talk about this. We'll do housekeeping later. I thought you had to stop for.
no, I just unplugged the cable and plugged it back in. Because if I can hear the static, that's usually what the problem is. One of the wires just slumped, and I guess was pulling down on the connector and making noises.
Okay, I thought we were. I was not aware we were still recording. So- Yep, that's where I'm at.
Hey, speaking of movies, you guys watch anything?
Yeah.
Yes, but I can't remember what.
Oh my
Let
God,
me
you are
think.
stoned, huh?
Oh, man. I feel bad I did this to you, Shuddy. I encouraged this.
Guys, ever heard of this movie? Hold on, I wrote it down. The Wizard of Oz.
Avengers? It's from this new company, Marvel.
I think they used to make ice cream. Now they make movies. Well, Alex, I know you and I watched the same thing.
We did. We saw Kate.
Yeah, new Netflix movie Kate with Mary Elizabeth Winstead, who I very much enjoy. And it was kind of like another John Wick clone.
Yeah, the premise reminded me of Crank. Have you ever seen like
Yes.
that Jason Statham movie? It's pretty much the same premise, but just with a complete opposite tone.
It's almost like if you took part Crank, part John Wick, and part The Raid.
Yeah,
And made a
that's a
movie.
good way to describe it. I would agree with that.
Because there are some kills, like in The Raid, when he's doing hand-to-hand combat and then pulls out a knife and stabs some guy in the neck like 15 times. It's like, Jesus, I'm pretty sure that guy was dead on stab number 2. And he's
Yeah,
still
like-
just hacking away. Like, yeah.
There's that cool raid kill where he like pulls someone and drops them down on a broken door frame and like impales their head.
Yeah.
There was some cool knife work. I really liked the knife work in Kate. Like there was some really cool knife fights and like some cool knife kills, like some brutal ones.
Yeah. It takes a minute for it to get going, but the kills do get pretty gory. And yeah, like when she stabs somebody with a knife, it's not like usually always a clean stab. Like she'll stab somebody somewhere and the knife will poke out somewhere else and you're like, oh, fuck.
There was
Like-
a good attention to detail with that. I also liked, this is like my problem with a lot of fight scenes in movies, is they don't show like the main character being beat up enough, and they really showed her getting her ass kicked.
Yeah, she gets fucked up. So like the whole
Like, they're-
premise is she gets poisoned. She's a contract killer, hitman type, and somebody poisons her with some sort of like radioactive element or
Yeah, like
some shit.
plutonium something.
Yeah, like plutonium 204 or something
Like
along those lines.
204, 210, something like that.
So she realizes that she only has a day to live. There's nothing that can reverse it. So she's going to use her last 24 hours to get revenge on whoever poisoned her. And it started strong and then sort of got a little unnecessarily convoluted towards the end. Dialogue was a little cheesy. Story wasn't anything groundbreaking, but definitely had some good kills. She fucks people up. It's visually enjoyable. The whole thing takes place in Tokyo, so it's all lit up by like pink and purple neon lights throughout most of it. So I like the
car
aesthetic.
chase.
Yeah, car chase was cool despite being very heavily CGI.
I noticed that too. I was like, oh, the CGI looks good, but it's really obviously CGI.
Yeah, I noticed that in the trailer.
But the car chase isn't all that long, so it's only like one section of the movie. But Woody Harrelson's in it. He's pretty good.
Yeah, he played. I thought he was kind of predictable. I kind of picked up what was going on with him pretty quick.
Yeah, me too.
Like you said, the story wasn't really groundbreaking. It was kind of predictable. You kind of figured out where it was going pretty early on, and the action is what kept me around.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, if you want to see some cool fight scenes, some gory kills, some cool gunfighting and knife fighting, it's a good way to spend 90 minutes or so.
Yeah,
Was it better than Gunpowder Milkshake?
Oh, my God, yeah. Yeah.
leagues better.
Okay.
Yeah, Gunpowder Milkshake was really bad. This was at
What
least
about
watchable.
the one with Kate Beckinsale?
I have not seen that one yet.
Is that peppermint?
No, that's the one with oh God, Ben Affleck's ex-wife. What's her name?
Jennifer Garner.
Oh,
Yeah,
Jennifer
yeah.
Garner. Yeah. Okay.
But I mean, out of all the John Wick clones that have been coming out, this is on the more watchable end of things. It was on its way to getting a higher score, but it does sort of peter out towards the end. So I'm going to suck like 3.25 Kate dicks. But overall, it's watchable. If you feel like you've watched everything and you're like, God damn, there's nothing to watch, and you like action movies, it's not going to make you pull your hair out. You'll go like, oh shit, a couple of times with the kills.
When did you watch this? Was this in your ecstasy, your candy flipping phase?
No, this was the day before.
Did Rant watch it?
Yes,
What did she score?
she liked it. It might have been because she does 1 to 10, as we know. So it might have been like a 7.5. She liked it a little bit more than I did.
All right. How many?
But she also
Alex,
gets
did you say
skeeved
how
out
many-
by knife stuff. So anytime people were just getting eviscerated by blades, she was hiding under a blanket.
Sounds like a tough movie for her.
Yeah.
How many Kate dicks you gonna suck, Alex?
I think I'm going 375. I really liked the knife fighting, and I feel like I never get to see cool knife fighting in martial art movies anymore.
And you're kind of a knife fighting expert, aren't you?
He
I'm not an
went to
expert, but I
knife-
like knife fighting.
He went to knife fighting school, didn't he?
I practice it. My the place I train at, he does like silat and like Filipino knife fighting stuff. So we do a lot of like, I'm trying to like parasuit is one of the sort of drills we do, and then we'll do kind of some active drilling every once in a while.
Filipino
Don't you
blades?
do it, Kevin.
Phil-
Kevin, you son of a bitch.
Alex, I believe the pronunciation is Filipino.
I totally forgot those Filipino knife fights.
They're dangerous.
Yep, in the pepper fields of the Filipinos.
They also
Filipinos.
dropped it's not a movie, but FX and Hulu, today they launched the Why the Last Man TV series, which is one of my favorite comics.
I
they-
did not know that was coming out until I saw a trailer for it.
I had no idea it was coming out at all until this moment.
I know they've been
I thought
trying
it
to
was
make
just
it.
called The Last Man.
What?
I thought it was just called The Last Man.
No,
This
it's
is-
Why
You
the
said it was
Last
on
Man.
FX, right? FX Hulu?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. All right. Yeah, we're talking about the same thing.
So
Who
I
plays
know
Yorick?
it's some guy I've never heard of before, but I've been hearing, like, even since before I moved to LA, that they've been trying to make this a series for a very, very long time. I think they've gotten
I
close a
believe-
few times, and I know it's Shia LaBeouf's favorite comic, so years ago he was trying to get a version made where he played Yorick.
I know Zachary Levi was trying to do the same thing. Because if you watch that show he did, Chuck, like he reads Why the Last Man a lot, like in that show.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an awesome series. Like, for those who haven't heard about it or seen the trailer, like a mysterious illness kills every single man on planet Earth at the same time, but one guy and his pet monkey somehow survive, and they have to, like, you know, traverse the world while wearing a disguise, you know, being the last dude on Earth.
Is ampersand CGI or did they get a real monkey?
That's a good question. I'm
What
not
kind
sure.
of disguise? Like he's got a cross dress?
Like a gas
Kinda.
mask.
I
He wears like a
see.
gas mask and like a hoodie over it.
Is that because he doesn't want chicks to see that he's a dude?
Yeah.
Or is it because
That's
he's
exactly
worried?
why.
Well, I didn't know if it was like, I don't know, trying to hide from the mysterious illness that took down all the dudes. You know, maybe it's a which airborne issue. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't read the fucking comic. I'm just trying to keep up in the conversation. All right, get off my back. Get off my fucking back, Shuddy. All right. When's it air or when's it start?
Today.
Cool.
I might
Football
watch
night.
that tonight. That sounds
That's
cool.
ambitious. You should watch the goddamn Raiders and the Ravens instead. Be a fucking man for once in your life, Alex.
Yeah, watch those guys in those tight pants run around on that grass field frolicking.
Whatever. We're just talking about you LARPing, motherfucker.
Yeah, you guys could watch that show that you're talking about that's primarily all chicks, but I'm just going to be staring at dudes in tights prancing.
Get the fuck out. It's called Last Man. I mean, it's just going to follow a dude. It's going to be a big sausage fest.
Yeah,
all the
dudes surrounded by chicks.
time. He better be gangbanging.
With who?
All the chicks. Oh. Well, reverse gangbang.
There you go.
You can.
What, him
Don't
and
be
the monkey?
sexist. Women can do gangbangs too.
I watched another movie this week. New
What'd you
movie
watch?
that dropped to streaming that Jeff's brothers saw in theater, but I just watched it on HBO Max. The new horror film Malignant, which
Doesn't it sound like it should be? That should be like the name of Candyman, Malignant.
I don't know why.
I don't know. Just think about it. Anyways, did you not like it?
I
'Cause-
did not like it.
Wow, they really liked it, and they said everyone in the theater seemingly hated it, and my brothers both thought that I would not like it as well.
It was stupid. So like
Interesting.
the lead role, that woman just cannot act for shit. Like
It's a bad
really
start.
bad. And I feel like this guy. So this is the same dude that directed Saw, The Conjuring. He did a Fast and Furious movie. Like he always seems to be able to pull at least one or two people with name recognition. I didn't recognize a single person in this movie. And I chalked it up to the twist and the gimmick just being laughable. Like, Rhett and I both watched it, and we're laughing at parts that were supposed to be serious and scary.
That's literally what my brother said, and I don't understand why they liked it. So they gave me how many malignant dicks they would suck. I'm interested and how it compares to what you got going on.
So I don't know if you got, I don't know, I probably shouldn't spoil the twist or whatever, but this woman starts having these like paralysis visions where she like can't move, and then all of a sudden the background in the area she's in melts away and a new landscape materializes, and she'll be in somebody else's house, and she watches this monster just like chop them up. And there are a couple pretty good kills. Like the monster gets on this guy who's sleeping and just stabs him like a bunch of times, but it's like going through his mouth into his face and his neck. And there's a scene towards the end, like it seems to be your standard slasher movie for the first couple of kills, and then towards the end it's just a slaughter. Like people just get eviscerated. And there were definitely some ultra violent cool kills happening around there, but the story was just so goofy. And the dialogue was really bad. The characters were not memorable at all. And good God, when you get to the twist, I was fucking laughing my ass off. Very, very goofy. Rant actually predicted just about the entirety of the twist very early on in the movie, and then I piled on and rounded it out. So like we had the twist solved very, very early on. But
That
like
sucks.
it reminded me of a campy, shitty 80s movie. Like the acting level of everybody involved hadn't progressed since campy 80s B movies. I don't know. I can only suck like 2 malignant dicks, and that's only because there were some really cool kills.
My brother's Bill said it's anywhere from a 4 to a 4.5 for him.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
I don't get it. I think he not got off, but like, I think it, for whatever reason, he liked it more knowing that other people didn't like it.
I wonder what his review would have been if he watched it by himself on HBO Max and didn't have like the contrarian angle to work with.
Yeah, that's a good point. I was going to watch it with those guys this weekend at home, but I was not going to go to the theater for it. They went Friday when we flew back from Vegas, and I was just too tired, and I had too much work to do Saturday, so I couldn't get it. And then I was going to watch it based on their review, and they're like, yeah, you're not going to like this at all. So I was like, you're probably right. I'm not going to check it out.
Yeah, I don't think you would have liked it either.
Nice. Well,
Shuddy, what'd you watch?
We watched the first 2 episodes of White Orchid or White Lotus. White Lotus.
Oh, the
Okay.
HBO show?
this
Yeah.
review's important then. Was it good? Did you enjoy it?
Eh, it was
Ooh.
the first 2 episodes were pretty boring.
It's a comedy?
Not sure.
Oh, man.
Is there anything that's going to bring you back for a third?
I mean, I didn't dislike it. But yeah, it wasn't, I don't know. Like everybody acted fine and it has promise, but I don't know that much about it, so I don't know what it's supposed to be.
In what
Like,
way?
Is there
it's
like a
not,
mystery or something?
Nope, not currently.
So the
the
IMDb
first-
page for it just says, "Oh fuck, where'd it go?"
What genre does that list?
It calls it a comedy drama. Set in a tropical resort, it follows the exploits of various guests and employees over the span of a week.
Dude, it's written and I think directed. It's written, created, and directed by Mike White, who's Ned Schneebly and School of Rock.
Ned Schneebly?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I went to
Oh.
sleep in recent days watching School of Rock. I actually rewatching that movie had a thought and gave me a thought and something I want to pitch you guys. Like maybe a game, not a game, but like I don't know, a new thing we do. We call it dicking down movies, and we just talk about old movies and discuss how many dicks we'd give it. Because I think School of Rock is damn near a 5-dicker. I love that movie. It's such a feel-good story, you know, and that's probably Jack Black's best role ever. I mean, I thought he killed in Tropic Thunder. Saving Silverman is just that is a 5-dicker in my opinion, and he kills it. But School of Rock, love that movie. When's the last time you guys seen that? And how many dicks are you guys giving that one?
I don't remember because it's been a very long time since I've seen
It's
it.
been a very long time for me also.
I saw it just hit. What is it back on Netflix?
Mm-hmm.
So I did see that, and I added it to my watch list because I do want to revisit it. So maybe I'll try and watch it between now and next week.
All right, let me know. But H. Schneebly did White Lotus.
It's not overly funny. There's some good jokes. Jeff, you've watched The Handmaid's Tale, correct?
I watched the first 2 seasons, I believe.
Okay, so in the first season, when Nick, the security guy for
The governor,
the
whatever. yeah.
Wattersons or whatever the hell their name is, marries the teenage girl.
Okay.
She's in the White Lotus.
I don't remember the teenage girl. But fair enough. I have the Wikipedia up in front, so I'll click.
But it's not overly funny. I don't know what it's supposed to be. Like there aren't really any stakes for anybody at the moment.
I mean, I've heard good things.
That's what I did too. So I was expecting something super entertaining, and it was just kind of blah.
Huh.
Steve Zahn kicks ass too. I don't
Steve
think we get
Zahn
enough
does
of-
kick ass.
Yeah, speaking of
so does
saving
Connie Britton.
Silverman.
Yeah.
Well, how
Yeah,
many
6
episodes
degrees
are
of-
there? Are there only 6?
4 or 6. It's a limited series.
There's only 6 listed on Wikipedia, and the last one says departure. So I feel like that's all 6, unless they're waiting anything else.
Yeah, if it just follows like a group of people that are all vacationing at the same resort for a week. I did see that it's got a second season coming, so maybe it'll just have an entirely new cast.
Maybe like
Probably.
the people
And-
who work there stay the same, and then the guests change.
That's possible. Alexandra Daddario is in it, and she's
Distractingly
pretty.
hot.
Yes.
Distractingly hot.
Yeah, I need to turn the subtitles on when she's in a scene because words just start sounding like Charlie Brown's parents.
For sure. The steakhouse we went to in Vegas, I just have to bring this up. The steakhouse that we went to in Vegas, our waitress is one of the prettiest girls I've ever seen in person. When she got to the table, I was like, "Oh shit!" She's like, "What's up?" I was like, what's your specials?"
What is soup du jour? It's the soup of the day. That sounds good. I'll have that.
She was just the same type of shit as this girl, like Alexandra Daddario, I think that's how you say her name. Just distractingly beautiful. It's like, oh my, holy shit, you're a looker.
What can I get for you, sir?
She got topless in True Detective season 1, right?
That is
One of
true.
One of the more iconic pair of boobies ever.
There is a scene in the first episode where she's talking to the girl from Handmaid's Tale and her friend, and the girls are being real shitty to her. And then she's like, all right, well, nice to meet you. And she stands up and she takes off the like robe thing she's wearing to go in the swimming pool, and the girl's jaws just fucking drop.
Oh wow, I gotta see that scene.
All right, I'm sold.
She's so hot though. It's it is distracting, in my opinion,
Hey, Alex, I wanted to
in
see,
a good way.
since we got you here, if you had any anime recommendations for the Puminati.
Oh, geez. Yeah, I could
And
throw
Shuddy's
some out
pissed.
there. Oh, Shuddy, do you not like anime?
Hey, if people have to
It's
suffer,
boring.
if people have to suffer through your football shit, Shuddy, you can take a little anime spiced into your life.
I'm trying to get some good recommendations. Eden of the East, if anyone's ever heard of that. It's only 12 episodes and 2 movies, so it's pretty limited. And the premise is that, like, 12 people, I think, have been given, like, $1 billion and a bunch of influence and sort of, like, hidden in their soul. And they're basically told, fix Japan the way you want to see it be fixed. And it's sort of this game that when the person who gave them the money feels one person has completed the task, he's going to kill the rest.
Huh.
So it's sort of they're like on this race to like improve the country in the way they see fit, but
That's
while
kinda cool.
also like sort of competing against each other. They don't know each other who they are.
Which streaming service is that on?
I think it might be on Hulu. I'm pretty sure it's on like the Crunchyroll one as well.
I have that.
There's a one I really like. It's called Haikyuu, and it's the dumbest premise ever. It's about a high school boys volleyball team, but holy shit, is it one of the most like heartfelt, like you root for these kids no matter what sort of animes ever. It's one of the like definition of feel good.
And it's an anime about volleyball?
It's an anime about a high school boys volleyball team.
What's it called again?
Haikyuu, Haikuuy or Kuy, something like that.
Oh, yeah. That was
Spelled
showing
like
up.
Huey.
Yeah, kind of. And the third season is literally one volleyball match,
Oh, my God.
and it is one of the most riveting things I've ever seen. If you're a fan of like classics like Cowboy Bebop, there's another one called Outlaw Star that's on Hulu. I know that's super good. It's in that same kind of like space western genre. Came out around the same time too. What are some other good ones? Oh, I got some fan service ones if you want like
Oh, yeah.
titties and ass in your anime. You watch High School of the Dead or Kill la Kill. And High School of the Dead is just about zombies and boobs.
Jeff's currently
And-
writing that one down.
Yep. Zombies and boobs is literally all of it. And then Kill la Kill is about girls transforming into like, you know how like there's that Sailor Moon transformation?
Not necessarily, but I believe you.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about. Keep going.
There's like an animation where where she like turns from her like daily normal clothes into like her Sailor Moon costume. And it's like the Kill la Kill is a joke on that these girls have to get in skimpier and skimpier outfits to become more and more powerful.
Sounds like Alex is watching cooler animes than you, Kevin.
Yeah, man, we could just get into like titty anime. That's fine. I just give
Don't
you
they call
lists.
that hentai?
There's a fine line, and it's not. I think it's
Alright.
called like ecchi or something.
Fair enough. It sounds like hentai based on the Pornhub pre-rolls that I've watched.
Well, hentai is just the Japanese word for pervert.
Pre-rolls? Ad roll.
It is?
Yeah. So, like, if you watch anime, they'll say hentai, but it'll translate to pervert at the bottom. It's usually like an insult someone's saying to someone.
Whatever.
I wear my hentai like a badge of honor.
Yeah, you can't insult me by calling me a Japanese pervert.
God damn it, I wish I didn't laugh over that. So, Alex, with are you still taking like knife fighting classes?
I do a lot more jujitsu now, like a lot of more grappling and wrestling. But I try to do like knife and kickboxing like a few times a month when I can.
So if there was like a table full of knives, could you like real quickly just like and have them all like stick in a wall or something?
Probably not. I could tell you that the best thing to do in a knife attack is to run away.
I
Like
mean,
a pussy.
Yeah, Jeff. Not getting stabbed is the pussy
Real
way.
pussy shit. Yep.
Real pussy shit.
Yeah, sorry. Guess I'm just tougher than you guys.
When someone stands like pointing a gun at you, or you're like, "What, man? I can survive the bullet."
Make my day. I dare you to shoot me, you pussy.
We've done like active knife sparring sometimes. Like we'll take like plastic knives, like training knives, and we'll kind of spar with them. And I can get some good disarms every once in a while, but they're hard, man. Like it's really difficult to disarm someone with a knife who wants to hold on to it.
I mean, do you also get a knife in this scenario?
Yeah. If you didn't have a knife, someone just runs up and starts stabbing you. There's nothing you can do about that.
So
Yeah,
does
I'm
this
not going to win that one.
this
No,
dojo
you're
where you
not.
go for your knife classes? Can you ask for other weapons? Like, can you go down like the whole roster of Ninja Turtles? They do like nunchuck classes.
We do like eskrima sticks. I've done those before.
Is that like Donatello's
Like
bow staff?
No, it's like the 3-foot sticks, and you have like 2 of them. And we'll do like sometimes where you have like a knife and one of those, and it's to simulate a machete, like the size of a machete.
What are those? I thought you were talking about for a second like those. It's like a triple nunchuck.
No,
like-
not like the chained together thing.
Yeah.
Just like 2 individual sticks. I can go grab them if you want.
Yeah, I'd like to see those.
Yeah, let me grab them.
I mean, as long as we have a video element to the show, let's see some fucking ninja weapons.
Yeah, let's get some weapons.
I thought he said he didn't have weapons.
No,
Maybe
I think
you're an arc.
he said he didn't have samurai swords. All right, Alex is back.
Yeah, and they're like 3 feet long, and you get like 2 of them. And these I got from the Ino Santo school in California. It's like one of the few remaining, like one of the people who trained with Bruce Lee. It's his school.
Those things are kind of. I mean, you said one of them has a blade.
Yeah, well, one of them you would like. Sometimes you train with 2. Sometimes you train with like a knife in one hand and the stick in the other.
Oh, okay.
But they're supposed to like simulate about like the size of a machete.
Have you ever just like, man, it would be kind of cool if some clumsy oaf tried to break into my room and steal my comic pages so I could beat them with these 2 sticks?
I keep a baseball bat with a sock on it next to my bed for those sort of situations.
So you can hit somebody in the head with it and then they smell like a sock?
No, because if someone grabs onto it, then the sock falls off and you can still keep hitting them.
Damn.
What about like a lubie condom?
You could do that too. It's harder to maintain for a long period of time sitting next to my bed, but
Oh, that's true. And then your parents are going to see it and be like, oh, is he shoving that up his ass?
yeah, everyone's going to look and be like, why is there this baseball bat covered in a lubie condom next to your bed?
Yeah, bend over. I'll show you.
Being like,
Well,
I
there's
just
nothing weird about that.
No.
can get it to the base.
Want to see one of my things?
One of your knives?
Everyone's pulling
No,
their
it's not a
weapons out.
knife.
I have a bone knife next to me too I can grab.
A bone knife?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it.
A knife made from a water buffalo's bone.
Oh, is that a training knife?
No, this is a bone knife. It's made from a water buffalo's bone.
Whoa.
Well, that's not better than a metal knife, right?
No,
I
but
would
it won't
assume.
set off a metal detector.
Oh, wow, you
Whoa.
can hijack a plane with it. That's cool.
Just start scalping fools.
I mean, yeah, I mean it's sharp enough where you could probably like. There's we talk about that a lot. Like something like if you have a knife, like is that like one of the batons?
Yeah. Wow.
Is it like
Why?
the spring-loaded one?
No. You have to mash it with your hand, and then you can swing it like.
Is it like metal? Like if you like, could you like really hurt someone's kneecaps with that?
So the actual posts holding it up I think are hard plastic, and this knobby thing at the front feels like it's metal. So
Okay.
I could probably whack somebody in the knee a couple of times and it'll hurt super bad, but if I really charged up and whacked something, I could see these like posts potentially breaking.
Like snapping off.
Yeah.
Well,
But I
then
bought
why
this-
do you have it?
Well,
If somebody from Poop Slime Alley comes in, I can beat them with it.
I mean, most people aren't going to need more than 3 or 4 whacks before they get deterred.
Yeah, but if
That's
I have
the
to
same
fight off
thing
like
with-
the entire Foot Clan, this might only take out like a couple of them. Then I'll have to switch to a different weapon.
Yeah, it'll be like the Zelda game where your weapons.
But isn't that what
deteriorate.
you have your pistol for?
Well, this is if I'm in the if I'm not near it.
Hey, have you seen that that video that's like to effectively like pull a pistol from a holster and fight off a knife attacker? You have to be like 21 feet away, or before you get the pistol out and a shot off, they can close the distance normally.
21 feet?
Yeah, it's like I think it's called the 21 feet rule or something around that size. That's like if someone is from like a startled position, like if someone just charged at you with a knife and you had to pull like a pistol out of your like holster like a police officer would, that the attacker would have to be on average like 21 feet away for you to realize they're attacking, pull the weapon out, and then get a shot off.
Jesus. That seems like I would have a little bit more feet.
You think?
Well, that's why I have this, Shuddy.
He just starts beating people while he's like,
You're like
fishing
this.
for his pistol.
You need to go lay down the law and fucking poop slime alley with one of your weapons.
Yeah, why aren't you throwing ninja stars at them from your balcony?
I don't
Yeah.
have any ninja stars.
How do you have all these weapons but not ninja stars?
I don't know. I should get some ninja stars. You're right.
Like some throwing knives would be a good one.
Let me see. Do they sell ninja stars on Amazon?
I'm so confident they do.
I don't see why they wouldn't.
Oh, yeah. I just found a bunch of them. Oh, no. This is toys.
Can you not buy real ones? That would be weird. See if you can find throwing knives. I'm
Oh, yeah. I see a bunch of throwing knives. Kunai.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I remember using those in Ghost of Tsushima.
So you
Oh.
have experience. You're
I can
practically
buy-
a master.
I can buy size like Raphael on Amazon.
Do they have like red string around them to indicate them as Raphael's?
No, it's black and yellow.
Get your own string, I guess.
Have you ever trained with size?
No, I've never trained with size.
Well, that's a bummer. Why not? I feel like if I was taking knife classes, I'd be like, all right, what else you got? I want the bow staff. I want triple nunchucks. I want a mace. Like mace classes.
Oh, like the
Not the spraying
spiked
one.
ball on the stick?
Yes. Yeah, attached to a chain. Fucking
That's like
mace them full.
HEMA.
Yeah, well. I'd be like, look, as long as I'm learning weapons, I want to know them all.
Well, no, that's what that would be called. Is the like medieval weapons? That's like called HEMA. Like people who fight with like broadswords and practice that.
Oh, yeah. You'll probably have to sign up, like audition to be a knight at medieval times.
Yeah, like Ren fairs. I mean, those are literally those guys. Like that's what they practice year round doing.
I mean, if there was a matrix option to plug a program into your head, I would much rather take like ninja style weapons, like Ninja Turtle stuff, over medieval stuff, I think. To become like an instant master of them.
Yeah, I'd say like, would you rather do a sword or like a staff? Would you rather have to like fight with a sword or like have the length of a staff? Like which one sounds more practical to you?
I like my chances more with the staff, I think.
Because you got the distance, especially if it's like a spear and you got like a knife on the end of it.
Because I feel like swords are heavy, and I'd have better odds of swinging a staff around and bonking somebody in the head than like charging up with a big ass sword and trying to slice somebody.
Yeah, I feel like I'd end up like the guy at the end of Kate if I had a sword.
Spoilers.
It was veiled enough.
Are you referring to Woody Harrelson or another guy?
A different guy.
An Asian guy, probably.
Yeah.
I knew it.
There were only, I guess, 3 white people in the whole movie.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I think you're right. I would like to see Jeff train like medieval weaponry. Like
That would be
spinning
fun,
a mace
like,
around and it bonks him in the head.
I'd love to put Jeff on a horse and like send him jousting.
That would be fantastic.
Jeff,
That'd be cool.
if
Let's do
Shuddy,
BMX jousting though.
yeah, BMX jousting. If Shuddy does the pee poop bong hit, will you joust at a medieval fair? And then Kevin could be covered in Scudegeras.
Oh,
Yes, if Kevin gets covered in Scudegeras and Shuddy does a bong rip of his piss and shit, I will try jousting. I think that's fair.
Shuddy, does that
That's the least
entice
I
you
can do.
anymore?
No,
Kevin
why does
being-
Jeff just get to joust? I'd rather joust. Let him do the pee poop bong.
you would rather
Well, I
joust?
mean-
on a
I'd rather
horse?
joust for sure.
I mean, if Kevin's getting covered in Scudegeras, he gets a Scudegera tomb. Does that not make it feel a little better? Like, at least mine
No,
is the bong rip.
because
You-
Jeff always gets the pussy route when it comes to bets. Jeff never does anything uncomfortable because he's such a pussy.
Yeah, he's got
Damn
you
right,
there.
don't you forget it. Would you rather do like the Fear Factor Scudegera tank or a bong rip of your piss and
The
shit?
Scudegera tank.
Oh, I'd rather do the piss and shit.
I
There
think,
we-
yeah, the piss and
Straight.
shit sounds way
So then I'll
less intense.
joust. Kevin will do the piss and shit, and
least I got-
Jeff
and
will do
Alex
the
does the
Scudegera.
Scudegera. Oh.
So we're good. We got this figured out.
Shuddy, would
Okay.
you would rather joust than do the Scudegera tomb?
Yes.
I hear you could lose your life jousting. I mean, you are on a horse.
What if
1,000
you have
pound
to
animal.
joust a goose?
Hell yes.
Would you rather get
They're
in?
a sworn enemy, Alex. Stupid question.
I guess that's true.
Would you rather Shuddy be
Can I
stuck?
knife fight a goose?
No,
Would
either.
you rather be covered in Scudegeras or geese?
Scudegera.
What if you were in if someone released 12 geese in your bedroom, or you have to be in a coffin full of Scudegera?
For a
Scudegera
whole night.
coffin.
You had to spend a whole night in the coffin.
Oh, that's fucked up. Those things will be like all over your mouth, making it hard to breathe. You imagine trying to breathe and a Scudegera goes in your mouth?
It would not be fun,
Man,
but I wouldn't. It's
Then you
less
just-
likely of dying from my heart failing.
just to be in a room with a couple of birds?
You probably wouldn't even pay attention to you. You probably never have to touch them.
I highly doubt they would not pay attention to me.
They'd be distracted by seeds.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's a duck, right?
Yeah.
Oops. I don't know, Jeff. Would you rather joust or be covered in Scudegera?
Oh, and I have to be covered in Scudegera. I think jousting is very underrated, dangerous. Like it could fuck up my.
I fucking hate you, Shuddyboy. You predictable
Like
biatch.
if I
I
went
knew you were gonna do that.
jousting on a Friday, it might ruin my entire weekend.
I mean, it could ruin your entire life.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Like,
Definitely
who
my
knows
weekend.
if, like, you might have to ride a horse everywhere from now on. Could take your legs out.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I would probably just get a wheelchair in that case, but I hear you. A motorized one too.
An hour in a box full of Scudegera. Or jousting.
I'll take the joust.
Oh, so you don't,
Jousting is the better. I will take jousting over any of those three.
the one that has the potential to kill you.
And I would love for Jeff and I to maybe joust on those bird scooters.
I mean, they can get up to like 18, 20 miles an hour.
Yeah, they might move faster. Oh no.
So 20
Just
miles an
definitely
hour
faster.
in both directions, impacting with
On
javelin.
cement.
That would
Well, we
fuck you
do
up.
it on grass. We wear padding of some sort.
Some sort.
and we use the lances are padded substantially as well.
This isn't like a Nerf game. There's no Nerf shenanigans here.
At a 40-mile-an-hour collision,
you're in a suit of armor. You can be in a suit of armor, and you can have a shield. Well, I guess if you got to hold on to the scooter, huh? So, yeah, no shield, but you're in a full suit of armor and wooden joust poles.
You could, like, attach the shield to your arm and just, like, angle it.
I feel like I'm past my prime of jousting. Like, if we were in my mid-20s, I'd be very confident that I'd win this one.
In terms of medieval time, I think we'd all be considered elderly because the life expectancy was so low.
Yeah, we'd all be wizards. Shuddy, how about this? Would you rather do
Joust.
the pee in the poo bong or be trapped in a room full of geese?
I love the silence.
How long do I have to be in the room with the geese?
You have to put on the movie Lincoln, and you can leave when the movie's over.
I would probably do the pee and poo bong.
Oh, wow.
But that's it. That's the only thing that would get me. I'm officially putting the kibosh on the pee and poo bong. For any reason, will not be done.
What if we get 4 times?
I don't care if we have 1 million subscribers, each donating $1,000. The pee and poo bong is off the table.
It sounds like it's the geese then.
See, this is what I have to deal with, ladies and gentlemen. Trying to get this podcast to the next level, and I'm just stuck with people that just don't give a shit.
I'll watch Lincoln with some geese. I'll do that for the show.
Oh, how about this? In order to immediately unlock the door to the room, you can suck one of the geese's dicks.
No, I would not want to be close to that.
So you're gonna let it go for the whole run of the movie Lincoln, or you could just suck its dick and get out immediately.
Or I just not do that at all, which is what would happen.
All right.
On that note, I do have 4 Jeff Suck-a-Dick questions.
Oh. See? Alex always comes prepared.
I try. I also have like a whole list where I like keep track if he sucked the dick or not and which questions.
Oh, wow. You can get like a whole Excel spreadsheet set up like Jeff does with his food chub scale for Crafter Jeff Shuddy edition.
Yeah, and I can just do it for his fellatio.
Oh, all right, yeah.
What's up, bitch? It's time to find out what it would take for Jeff Clark to suck a dick. Oh, yeah.
So, the first one is, would Jeff suck a dick, or every time you go to the bathroom you have to pay $100?
Well, I thought that feels unfair. Because what if I run out of money?
Well, I mean, you could take out a loan, or...
Suck dick for the money?
I guess you could do that.
Max out your credit cards.
Jeff.
Don't throw capitalism in my face. You know, that's one of the pillars of American society, and I love capitalism.
Oh, then you'll love the next question.
Oh, jeez. All right. One door capitalism, the other door dick. You know what? Because I said I love capitalism, I'll pay $100 to take a piss. I can just piss indoors, right? At $100.
Yeah, $100.
All right, I'm pissing outside.
Is that a loophole, Alex? Does that work?
Oh no, I meant every time you have to go to the bathroom, you owe $100.
So whether you piss your pants.
Can we go back and listen to the tape? Did he say that specifically? What were his exact words?
He said his exact words were, every time you go to the bathroom, you have to pay $100.
Fine. I just won't go to the bathroom. Just piss outside. Beautiful.
No.
That counts as you going to the bathroom.
No, he's not talking about going to a bathroom. The act of defecating or urinating.
Costs you $100.
And I found a loophole.
Yes, he did. You did not find a loophole. You're just being...
He said bathroom.
Shuddy, there are 3 more. There's plenty of time.
Yeah, there's plenty of dicks to throw at me here, Shuddy. All right, I got him on the first one.
Yeah, and Jeff can dodge all 4 of them if he wants to be a pussy about it.
Yeah, I'll try. I'm trying to be the Neo of dicks today. Speaking of which,
Okay.
what did you guys think of the Matrix Resurrections trailer? Anyone watch that?
Didn't watch it.
I watched
haven't watched it.
I think it looks
Me
sick.
neither.
I'm excited.
Oh, that's what we watched. We watched The Matrix.
How long
many
ago?
Did we, Alex? You said you saw it as well.
No, I hadn't seen it.
My brother said it kicked ass, but I didn't watch it.
I think it looks sick. I mean, it is weird that Keanu just refuses to look like anything other than John Wick. But I don't know. It's intriguing. I don't understand what's going on. It looks like they show Neo and Trinity meeting in the real world. So it's almost like maybe somehow he got jacked back into the Matrix.
From what I read about it, is it's supposed to be a direct sequel to the first movie. That the
that's
other
weird.
two don't.
Oh, they're discrediting the sequels, and this is the official
Correct.
real sequel now?
Yeah, it's
I don't know how I feel about that, but I mean, the action they showed in it looks really fucking cool. They have like some of the way the camera was rotating with them running up walls and doing like typical Matrix battles. It does kind of like, oh wow, that looks fucking cool again. Like it does look a little new. I mean, people forget, and people that are young especially aren't really familiar what action movies were like, watching so many action movies, and then The Matrix comes along. And, every action movie since then has sort of bitten off of it with the slow-mo, the thing where somebody freezes and then the camera rotates around, like the first time Trinity jumped up in the air in that, like, crane kick pose and to do that camera rotate trick. Like, that was mind-blowing at the time.
well, now this says it's the 4th, so I'm wrong.
Oh. Well, either way, the
Kevin's
action
back on
stuff,
board.
the little snippets they were showing, it was like, oh, that is neat. It's not as mind-blowing as the first time you saw all the stuff they did in the first Matrix, but it's still like, okay, I see them reinventing a little bit and doing some cool new stuff. It looks interesting. It was enough to get me excited to the point where I was so bummed out that Lawrence Fishburne's not in it that I was like, yeah, that would be really nice if he was still in it, but I'm still excited to check it out. It looks cool.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Maybe Keanu just looks like John Wick because he got so much money coming in on John Wick, and he's got to kind of always be on call for that.
Yeah, they don't want
Always
to do.
shooting John Wick movies.
They don't have to do a Henry Cavill CGIing his facial hair away. 'Cause
Exactly.
Jesus Christ, that looks stupid.
All right, you have more dicks for me,
yeah.
Alex?
Yeah. Would you suck a dick or be banned from the United States and all its territories immediately?
Oh, you just get deported.
Just deported. Where you go, no one knows. Whatever country will take a Jeff Clark.
So you're not ruling out Canada, right? I might have to be up there.
Yep.
I mean, can you get Canadian citizenship? I hear it's pretty hard.
Doesn't matter. You said I'm banned. Like one of these fucking countries will take me as a refugee or something.
Well, will they?
Right? I don't know. I don't
mean-
know anything about geopolitics
Yeah, that's what you'd have to figure out.
or immigration. Well,
You're about to get a
Okay.
crash course in it.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna suck that dick. I'm gonna look at America from the outside.
You're gonna have to be completely banned from all U.S. territories in the United States. Never come back.
Yeah, every time we do a movie review, you're gonna have to suck dicks based on the metric system.
Nothing will ever be in inches or feet again. It'll all be meters.
I guess I'm sucking 4 kilometers of dick.
I don't know what you want me to tell you, Alex. I'm not sucking that dick. I'll leave
Okay.
America.
And you'll for
the
whatever
land that I love.
whatever
I get
country
it, Jeff.
accepts
You hate
you,
America.
whatever country accepts you, Jeff, we will then introduce you every episode as Frenchman
Foreigner.
Jeff Clark.
Oh, hey. Once I join a team, I become all about the team.
Spoken like a true traitor.
Okay. At the next one. Would Jeff suck a dick or Shuddy controls when you jizz and Kevin controls when you poop?
So if I don't have to jizz, Shuddy can just like snap his fingers and I'm just shooting.
Yep.
Same with
And it-
poop, but from Kevin.
Right. So I just shit my pants whenever Kevin feels like
So
it.
you'll just be constantly jizzing and shitting your pants.
Although Shuddyboy's a real dick, he'll never let you jizz, and I'll just constantly
That's true.
I'll constantly be doing the Thanos snap that makes you shit.
I'm sure you guys would coordinate on when I jizz and shit on at the same time.
Yeah, like they'll make sure it's like at a wedding or
Job interview.
I don't see any way around this one. I'll suck this dick. Fair. Whatever.
Okay, I got one.
Nice.
Big bold capital letters. Dick sucked. All right, and would Jeff suck a dick? This is the last one. Or have every single spot on your body stung by bees?
Ooh, right in the taint and pee hole.
Now, is it just one sting at the same time, or is it constant?
It'd be like a swarm situation, but at the end of it, every single spot would be stung.
Is this like a 20-minute process?
Probably like 20 to 40 minutes, I would assume.
And
Maybe longer.
Is there any risk of death from these bee stings?
I mean, I guess I don't know enough about bee stings, maybe.
No, that's not fair. That's not fair because the
Can
rules
you die
are
from bee stings?
No, I'm not. It's not as part of the. This is in your thought process, Jeff. I'm asking for you. I'm not asking Alex to add that to it. I'm saying if Jeff got every square inch of his body stung by bees, would he die? Like that,
Well,
scientifically.
there's that girl in the Hunger Game who got killed by bees.
But she was allergic, wasn't she?
But she got, I mean, was she? I thought she got swung by like 1,000.
Geez, I couldn't tell you actually. I would say in this case, I don't think a bee sting would kill me. Not even all over the body. How many times have you guys ever been stung by a bee?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bunch of times.
Bees, wasps, hornets.
I've only been stung by a bee like twice.
If
If you're not allergic to bee stings, the average person can tolerate 10 stings per 1 pound of body weight.
Oh my God, that's a lot of stings you can tolerate.
Most adults can tolerate more than 1,000 stings, but 500 stings may be fatal for children.
I'm a man.
So, Jeff, you could probably, based on your weight, 3,500 stings, I believe.
I'm such a fat fucker. Oh no.
I've been swarmed twice in my life. I one time threw a rock at a beehive in the woods and
That
got
doesn't
swarmed.
surprise me.
And then
How
another
many
time,
stings did you get?
I don't even remember, but it was a lot. I got swarmed, I got covered, and they were stinging, all rapidly stinging for a while. And then
Did you do this intentionally, accidentally, as a dare?
No, I intentionally threw the rock. And then one time when I was a kid, I was walking through the woods with my friend and his parents, and they were ahead of us, and they were like, "Don't, everybody look out, don't step in this bee hole." And of course, right when they said that, I stepped in the fucking bee hole. So they got all pissed off, and they swarmed. And the parents were far enough ahead where we all started running, and the bees never caught up to them. But me and my buddy got swarmed and stung a whole bunch of times. And they actually flew up his shorts and stung him on the dick. So when we got back to his house, he was hopping around in his tighty whities going, "My dick! My dick!" And his mom was like, "Stop saying that! Stop saying," because she was like super religious. But she also knew he was in a ton of pain. So she was like trying to gently stop her 9-year-old son from screaming about his dick.
Gently mind him about his manners.
No, it's penis.
And that was just one
penis.
sting, Jeff. Imagine like 200.
No, I don't think I'm gonna suck that dick.
You take the bee stings?
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna lie in a fucking bed of bee stings.
And
Just
the
get it
weirdest,
over with.
the ironic part about this is when they're stinging Jeff's penis and he's yelling out in pain, a bee is going to fly in his mouth and start stinging his tongue. And technically, he is sucking that bee's dick because the bee's penis is in his mouth.
Yeah, I guess that is true.
If
At
we were
least
just
it's not a
taking
human.
one human dick.
So you're a bestiality
Avoided
bee
the
dick
hundreds
sucker.
of bee dicks.
All your shitty jokes didn't go through because you said I'm right on top of each other.
I mean, the end result is you perform bestiality and you're gay.
Oh, Jesus, I feel like I was never going to escape the gayness. I'm a little disappointed about the bestiality. But you make an
Sometimes how
excellent
the
point.
chips fall, Jeff. Sometimes you're
Yeah. So this is
sometimes
just
you're
what
on
would,
top, and sometimes you're committing bestiality.
hey, we're just playing what would Jeff do to suck a dick roulette, and this is the outcome of the game.
Yeah,
Well,
Oh, 1 out of 4. That's not bad.
I'm happy
Yeah.
with that. I'm always happy when I get one.
Yeah, I know you just like to throw dicks at a wall and see what sticks.
Yeah, it's a fun game. It helps me refine the process going forward.
Yeah.
well, those are some good ones, Alex. Thank you for bringing those to the table.
Anytime.
Before we move on to the next thing, Alex, you actually have something to promote this time, right?
Oh, I do. I launched an Etsy store. It's called Etsy/shop/Space Heater Dreams.
Wait, Etsy/shop?
Yeah,
Etsy.com, right? Etsy.com.
yeah, Etsy.com
/shop/
Space Heater Dreams.
all one. Well, obviously,
All one
it's a
thing,
URL,
yeah.
one thing.
I figured that would be
Space
the
Heater Dream.
easiest way. And I put up some prints from my travels in Japan. I did some paintings and drawings of Japanese temples and shrines. And actually, the painting I just posted on there depicts Kevin. He's in the bottom left corner. You can see his little tinge of his orange backpack. It was the Star Wars one you were wearing.
Yeah. Oh, that's a cool one. Yeah, you've sent me a screenshot of that before. You did that on an iPad, right?
Yeah, I all the ink was done on like actual paper. I have it right here. But then the painting was all digital.
That's sick.
You and Kevin should have an art off. Kevin, how far away from...
What's your Etsy store?
I haven't launched it yet, but I do have the URL, I think. But it's not ready yet. I'm working on putting together like I'm close. I've actually got a decent amount. I can show you guys real quick a couple of them.
I want to see. I think I'm going to make some stickers next.
The internet's going nuts right now because Nicki Minaj can't make it to the Met Gala because she's unvaccinated and tested positive for COVID.
What happened?
Thoughts and prayers to Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj has COVID?
Yeah, she can't go to the Met Gala. She's unvaccinated, and she said her cousin in Trinidad got vaccinated, became impotent, and his balls became swollen. So now everyone's dunking on her for her COVID takes.
Oh boy. Well, here's a few. So the stuff I do pencil, ink, and then I color it with Copic markers.
Oh, that's a cute little cloud.
Yes, this is Cloud from Final Fantasy VII, done in pixel style. I put a few of these up on my Instagram stories, but I don't get a ton of views on those. This is my most recent one. I did Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty. I like that one.
Other Final Fantasy stuff. I got a cactar. I like doing like cute cartoony shit because I can't get super detailed with Copic markers yet. I'm not that good with them.
And they're so expensive too.
They are. Here's another Final Fantasy thing. That's a Tunberry.
I like that he's holding the knife.
Yeah, he's always got a knife.
You should do Cloud Sword. That would be a fun one.
And I've done a couple Pokemon things. Here's Mew.
Oh, that's a cute Mew. What other Pokemon have you done?
I did a Pikachu that didn't turn out all that great. Wasn't that proud of that one, so that is not going to end up on the store. And I got an Eevee.
Oh, Eevee.
So yeah, I'm working on it. I try and do like 1 or 2 drawings every week, and I don't know. It's really fun. I'm enjoying it. I'm glad that hobby is back in my life. I follow this comic book artist Todd Knock on Instagram, and he's fucking nasty with Copic markers. Nasty. Like the stuff he does, because he's a penciler and inker. Like he does like a traditional comic booky style to his stuff, and I don't know. I'm a big fan of his. I have an original page of his, a Spider-Man page, but when he colors them in with Copic markers, he does like 1 or 2 a day. It looks like it's so fucking impressive, especially after me trying to use those markers for so long, because it can be kind of hard to get detailed with them and blend the colors and get the shading right. And the stuff he does is so fucking impressive. He's a good follow on Instagram.
I'm always so impressed when I go to like those conventions and I see some of those artists with like those like 128 copic marker sets, and just the stuff they can do with them is just crazy.
Yeah. But your Etsy store's sick. I like these prints.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I worked hard on them. I mentioned it while you were gone, but I'm working on some stickers. I made a drawing of my dog. I did a really cool skull, and I did like an Oni demon mask. And once I make a little bit of money and save up some cash, I'm going to print them all as stickers.
Nice. All right, so yeah, everybody check out Alex's Etsy store. One more time, what was it? Space Heater Dreams? That's the URL?
Space Heater Dreams, all one thing.
Nice.
If you Google like Etsy Space Heater Dreams, it should pop up. Or
Are you not doing the t-shirts anymore?
No, I haven't been able to do those as much. It was kind of pricey to keep it going. And I wasn't getting the orders I kind of needed from them. I wasn't able to afford paying for new artists as often as I'd liked. So I figured I'd just do something myself.
That works. Makes
I still
total
have some of
sense.
them. If anyone wants t-shirts, feel free to hit me on Instagram. And if you know the old design you want, I can always have them printed.
All right, well, let's end things as we usually do with a couple of...
Voicemails, yay!
Let's see what our friends in the Puminati have to say by calling our Google Voice line. Let's see. Uh-oh. Whew, phew. It's telling me I have to update the app.
Uh-oh.
But apparently, that was just a heads up. It is not being forced upon us yet. And I believe this one here is where we left off.
Mad Scientist Party Hour. Dave from Canada. Just phoned to say big fan. Jumped over when Kevin got skidded from Sirius. Felt compelled to phone in. Just listened to episode 521. For some reason, at about 105 in the episode, Jeff mumbles something when Kevin cuts him off about fucking his mom. I think you should check it out, Kevin, and find that drop.
We listened
Anyways,
to this
big fan,
voicemail
guys.
last
Yeah.
week.
Keep it up.
Yeah,
We did?
I was going to say, we
Yep.
already did this voicemail.
Yeah, because
Fuck,
it
my
ended
bad.
with Jeff fucking his own mom or something, right?
That's right. We did cover Jeff fucking his own mom. I apologize, people.
That's right. We talked
My
about
bad.
me fucking my own mom.
Let's see if this is a new one.
Woo! Mad Scientist Party Hour. Don't bong here. Happy Mad Scientist Party Hour. I've been drinking again.
Uh-oh. Boozy bong.
See, he's a real man. He would piss and poop in a bong and smoke out of it to further his homies.
It's a great song. Great song.
Is this still the same voicemail?
Yeah.
He's just drunk, all right? Just
Yep.
let him go.
Drunk Joe Bong going for it.
We're going to give him all the fucking time he needs.
Yeah. What is this one? It's only 6 seconds.
Yo, chill. You ain't black, dog. It's not fun.
Oh.
All right, thanks, Rude Jude. Missed you.
What's up, Poop Boys? It's Melvin. So I just had a fun moment of like Kevin Kraft luck, you know, some bad luck stuff that happens. I have bad luck as well. Made me laugh. On Friday, I was going on a date with my lady. Had to wear, button down, some slacks just to look good for this random place. And at one point, it was too hot, so I decided to take my shirt off real quick, like the button down, and I put it on my passenger seat. And as soon as I put it down, I was noticing that since it was windy, it started moving. And I was like, there's no possible way. And then it literally just got sucked out my window. And then I had to scramble to go find a place to go grab a shirt for the date and everything. So then that made me think, have you guys ever had any bad luck happen on the way to a date like that? Like, have you ever been, maybe you're walking down to the bar or something and you step in some dog shit. You have to spend a good 5 minutes trying to, like, scrape that shit off before you go, into the place. And then you can tell that she can still smell it on you a little bit. Anyways, yeah, cool. Good time. All right. Love you guys. Have a good one.
I feel like Jeff's got to have something here. Like he sharded
Fuck you.
on the way to a date.
How do you not have something in this ready for this?
I think
he mostly poops himself after dates.
Right now.
Yeah. I think the closest I got was when...
Well, not necessarily pooping yourself, just something that fits into the...
Yeah, that's...
Oh, my God.
What I was going for.
Oh, sorry.
I feel like the time when I ate the balut on MSPH. Because I think I had a first date after that. So I ate a balut, what are they again? Goose eggs or some shit?
Like
duck eggs.
Yeah.
Bless you. Gesundheit.
Flabbles. Thank you. So the balut made me barf a whole bunch, and then I went straight to the date. But it clearly didn't hinder things because we ended up going out for like 2 years.
Well, yeah, that wasn't the deal breaker.
No. But yeah, that was the closest I came to showing up and, perhaps smelling like vomit. Guess nothing for you guys?
Not that I can think of.
No, I don't have like any specific. Not on the spot. I'd have to think about it some more. I don't have anything right now off the top of my head.
I'm sure I do somewhere in this long, cursed history of existence, and it's just lost in a sea of bong rips and drug use.
I mean, I don't even remember what it's like to go on a date. It's been years now.
Yeah, Jeff's hymen has grown back at this point.
Yeah, I'm a virgin again.
I think the closest I had was when I was like a kid, probably like 12, 13, and I like asked a girl to, I think, be my girlfriend or something, and we were roller skating. And I like asked her to be my girlfriend, and the second I did, my feet went out from under me and I fell on concrete on my ass. And like I couldn't get up on my own. I needed her help to get up.
Oh man. So as she's getting you to your feet, you're like, "So, your answer, please?"
And she was like, "I'll think about it."
Oh no.
Man, she curved you.
Yeah, I got curved at 13.
Man.
Hey, at least you shot your shot, dude. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I'm over here with dry dick, no prospects. I'm not nearly as cool as 12-year-old Alex.
Yeah, this story is from over 10 years ago, so I don't think I'm...
Sounds like
staying
you
super
over 10 years
consistent.
ago. Shut the fuck up. Over 10 years ago.
Yeah, when you were 13, over 10 years ago? Oh my goodness.
Yep.
You lucky son of a bitch, you.
Wait, how old are you?
I'm only 27, Jeff.
Okay.
Wow. I remember you when you turned 21.
Yeah.
Wow.
Remember when he was this big?
Yeah.
You try to get him drunk and molest him?
He didn't have to get me drunk for that.
Oh, wow.
That was back when Alex used to get drunk and apologize for being drunk.
Yeah, I still do that sometimes.
Hey guys, I'm sorry, I'm so drunk.
You don't have to say sorry unless you say something racist or sexist.
All right, well, let's do one more voicemail, and I think this one is directed at Shuddyboy, because the Google Translate starts with Shuttle Boy.
Oh, goodness.
Shuddyboy. That guy that told you to put rubbing alcohol in your microwave is the biggest fucking idiot ever. You're lucky you didn't turn it into a giant fireball and blow yourself up. All I could picture is you sitting there watching it, waiting for it to boil, and suddenly your microwave backdrafts the door right into your face. Do not, I repeat, do not ever put flammable liquids into a microwave. Holy shit, what a fucking moron.
I gotta be honest, the way that he said it, I think he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
I think he might be right. Was that problematic that we said, or that even like that idea got floated out on our airwaves? Feels like it's a bad look. I hope no one at home did that.
And blew up.
Yeah. We lost a Patreon member because they died because of a fucking...
Yeah, keep an eye and see if some Patreon credit cards lapse.
Yeah.
I feel like there'd be a lawsuit if that had happened. We would have heard about it by now.
Against who?
me putting it out there that it was a good idea.
Someone suing you specifically. Shit. I thought you meant like someone were suing like the general concept of microwaves.
No.
Oh yeah, someone's going at big microwave. That'd be awesome.
Like, hey, I put alcohol in here and it exploded.
I mean, Shuddy, have you done that?
I did do that. Yes.
Try gasoline next.
Yeah, have you thought about using like cleaning your bowls by laying them on a stack of CDs and microwaving them?
What about firecrackers?
Or a can of hairspray?
I think we're getting there on the ideas, guys. I'm proud of us today.
Yeah, I'm surprised Shuddyboy didn't blow himself up. That's a good point. That is pretty stupid of you. Yeah, do not microwave rubbing alcohol, ladies and gentlemen. Be smarter than Shuddy.
Honestly, we probably should have picked that up in real time, huh?
I should have picked it up, but when he explained it, like it won't cause a fire that way. I was like, all right.
Clearly this guy's tried it.
Yeah, but thinking about it, yeah, that makes sense. So I rightfully deserved that chastising.
Yeah, aren't you the self-declared smart one, Shuddy?
Yeah.
Hey, don't you do the handyman videos?
I haven't done those in a while, Alex.
Oh,
well,
okay.
You've officially lost your crown to me, Shuddy. I am now the MSPH smartest.
No, because you didn't say not to do it. You went right along with it.
He microwaves a bottle of alcohol.
Yeah, you're the one that actually did it, Shuddy.
But I didn't blow up, so obviously I'm not that dumb.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah, you still microwaved rubbing alcohol.
I don't think not blowing up is the prerequisite for intelligence.
Did Sharon step in? Did she not notice that either?
She wasn't home.
Yeah, she would have been pissed had you blown up
Oh
the
my
house
God.
when she got home.
Shuddy's outside, like looking like when a cartoon, like a Looney Tunes character, is blown up, and he's just like they're covered in soot, like weeping. Oh God, my He-Man toys, they're all gone.
Yeah, and you have to explain to her that you accidentally made a pipe bomb trying to clean a bong.
Yeah, and then you guys have to try and explain that to the insurance company. Well, you see, I was trying to clean my bong, you see.
So I took 90% alcohol, and I just put it in the microwave.
I didn't put the 90 in the microwave.
Well, that's good.
That's
probably more
flammable. The 70.
That's not even flammable, really. That's fine, Shuddy.
I mean, yeah, you practically should just be drinking that.
And more water in it.
I think the takeaway here is that you can clearly microwave 70% alcohol.
No, that is not the takeaway.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
Don't risk it. The takeaway here is do not risk it.
That's the takeaway. Yeah,
that is definitely the takeaway.
Mad Scientist Party Hour recommends that you microwave responsibly.
Yes, which is 70% or
we are not a pro microwaving rubbing alcohol podcast any longer.
Nope. We never were, in all honesty.
Yeah. Usually just save my microwave for Hot Pockets, but fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, we learned some stuff today. I think that's... And a voicemailer taught some stuff.
Yeah. Look at that.
This has been a good podcast.
It has.
Alex, these are fun with you.
I enjoy coming on, man. This is fun with you guys.
I think we should have you back again. These guys say pretty much every time when you get off not to have you back. And
yeah, I really don't think you should be backing us into a corner like that and inviting him back.
Yeah, I assumed after this I was banned.
All right, well.
So it's kind of nice to hear that I'm not.
As someone who's the only person you threw dicks at, I'm
Kevin,
okay with
that. We'll have to discuss Jeff's firing a little sooner than expected.
Yeah,
look, you didn't have to say that.
Hate messages.
You didn't have to say that on the record, Shuddy. I did get your text.
This motherfucker's trying to kill our listeners.
Well, thank you for hanging with us, Alex. Everybody should check out Alex's Etsy store. Etsy.com. Space Eater Dreams.
Space Eater Dreams.
Not Cowboy Shuddy.
I
Oh,
looked
and
up
free
Space
shipping
Heater
in the
drinks.
U.S. That's something.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
And yeah, keep checking it to check for new editions and stuff.
Yeah, I'll post stuff as I print them.
Yeah. And thank you for listening, everybody. And if you haven't done so, you can really turn the screws on to Shuddyboy by signing up for our Patreon, patreon.com/Mad Scientist Party Hour. Finale of Crafter Jeff, Shuddy Edition, coming this week.
I know. It's going to be a bittersweet Wednesday. I'm excited to see the finale, but I'm disappointed to be done with MasterChef. But we get it next season. That's cool. Hopefully it comes around the same time, fills in a dead
I feel
spot in
like
the dark
this is
days
a
of the
show
summer.
that does not take as long of a gap.
I think you're right.
I think it's like a season and a half per year. Well, yeah, per.
I'd say like
year.
on average, yeah, that sounds about right. We're probably not going to wait an entire year for new episodes. Hopefully not, because
No, it'll probably come out in the spring.
And for those keeping score, like for people on the $10 tier, we did for the first time ever go a week without a new Supermarket Queefs episode. We apologize, but that is coming. It is going to return most likely this weekend. And I mean, we've done like, I don't know, how many episodes of Supermarket Queefs? Like 30-something, 40-something of them. So I'm sure not everybody is caught up. You can. This is a little bit of a breathing room to catch up on all the fucking content, because there's a ton of shit. We have a very, very active Patreon. And we're stoked that people like Crafter Jeff's Shuddy Edition so much. That really seemed to land with the audience. I know we got some people that signed up specifically for it, and we're super pumped. So stick around. There will be more episodes. But in the meantime, lots of other stuff to enjoy on there. I think we are
love how
actually...
that lady's mom was calling the food chub.
Oh, my God. That is one of the funniest MSPH-related stories. And it's so simple. Like, Jeff tricked this listener's mom. I don't know why this woman listens to Crafter Jeff Shuddy Edition with her mom, but she thought that Jeff's food chub scale, by which he ranks the dishes presented on MasterChef, she thought that was an actual legit culinary term. So she was using it in public, like eating food and giving it a food chub scale. And she had to tell her that, look, that is something Jeff made up. That is not an actual term. You probably shouldn't say it in public.
It would have been awesome if she asked the waiter, suggested to the waiter that they just put the food chub score on all the menus.
I'm thinking about getting the chicken piccata. What's the food chub on that?
That would be awesome too if she thought the dick sucking scale of movie rankings was a legit thing too, and asked the clerk at the ticket booth, be like, so, I don't know, have you seen Shang-Chi yet? How many dicks would you suck?
Yeah, how many have you heard movie goers when they're exiting the theater talk about how many dicks Shang-Chi dicks they'd suck?
By the way, Alex, did you see it?
Yeah, Shang-Chi.
Yeah,
I loved it.
How many dicks?
Man, I think I'd go 4.5. I think it's one of my favorite Marvel movies. It had cool martial art fights and a giant kaiju fight, so it had everything for me.
Yeah,
and then
that's
I
where I
love
landed.
the Simu Lee guy. He's in one of my favorite shows called Kim's Convenience. It's on Netflix if you're ever interested. It's like a sitcom show. And then Aquafina's hysterical. She's great in everything.
Yeah. Yep, I agree. So yeah, patreon.com/Mad Scientist Party Hour. You can also follow us on Instagram. I'm at Kevin Kraft.
At Shuddyboy.
At Jeffro Records.
At Mr. Alex Wilson.
And at MSPH Podcast on both Twitter and Instagram. If you'd like to shoot us any emails, just send them to madscientistpartyhour@gmail.com. If you'd like to watch the show, see all the visual aspects, youtube.com/Mad Scientist Party Hour. Every subscription and view and interaction on there is much appreciated. Helps us gain the algorithm and get in front of more people's eyes and ears.
Yeah, you can see Kevin's baton and my bone knife.
Yeah, you can see us be weapon masters. And then see the look on Jeff's face when he decides on whether or not he's going to suck a dick.
Yep, that's what our YouTube's good for.
You can watch the wheels
action
turn.
shots.
Yep.
Yeah, the second when he decides that he's going to, I screenshot that and it's my screensaver.
And yeah, I think that's all we got for you, friends. Unless Shuddyboy has any dates at the Chuckle Hut in Utah.
I do not. However, all three of us are going to take an L in this first week of Final Fantasy football.
Oh yeah, I got fisted. Big
I
time.
didn't see my score. I'm so bad at fantasy.
I think Tim, a.k.a. Ginger and Juice, a.k.a. House Scudagera, really shoved a whole bouquet of Scudagera up my ass.
House Scudagera is now at 179.92 points, while Scroatbag McJohnson is at 87.02.
just an utter
slapped you.
Fucking thrashing. I think I was predicted to do like double that.
And I still have Lamar Jackson, Mark Andrews, and Marquise Hollywood Brown to go tonight. So there's a slim and outside chance, but Dom currently leads me by 54 points. So I'm also, because I went on the app and let it optimize for me and didn't pay attention that it put someone who was questionable into the lineup who ended up not playing.
Was that Beckham?
No, that you did that.
Oh, I did. That's right. I got Beckham
mine
out of
was
one of my leagues.
Brandon Ayuk from San Fran.
Ooh, that's a bad one because I think he was a healthy scratch too. They just straight up didn't want to play him.
Yeah, when I have Jalen Reagor and Dallas Goedert sitting on my bench for that flex spot. So
fantasy football is just such horse shit. And just the corniest group of motherfuckers ever are fantasy football Twitter. I hate these bitches, dude.
So Kevin's on one extreme getting embarrassingly beaten. Jeff's on the other end of the spectrum, going to lose by 4 points. And I'm going to fall somewhere in between there.
Yeah, see, I optimized my lineup the morning of, but they pulled Beckham like seriously an hour before the game, and I just fell asleep at the wheel. Fuck. Had I put in anyone, I probably would have won, right? 4 points off. God damn it.
Yep, this is your reminder that Final Fantasy football is stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, on your bench you had...
All right, we don't need to get that deep into it. Who gives a shit?
Oh, great. Now Kevin's pissed. Good job, Shuddy.
Yeah, you can just theater the mind. You can fill in the blanks of how we all took these gigantic L's. But we're not going to bore you with the details. In fact, we're just going to start doing the Patreon show. So we'll catch you over there. But until next time, something.